Welcome back to Pretoria. Yes, the results operation centre. We're fully operational. Voting has gotten underway. In some areas of the country, it's very cold, winds, rain down in the Eastern Cape, Western Cape. Difficult start weather-wise it's been so far to the voting process. But lots of developing stories, and we'll bring you lots of leaders over the next couple of hours as they go to the polls and cast their vote.
And as we continue with our crossings countrywide, one of the developing stories is here in Gauteng, where our reporter Griselda Lewis is standing by. Good morning, Griselda. We will try and reconnect with Griselda later on. It seems like we have her. Let's try that once more.
Polling stations, which it seems in the majority have opened on time. However, we are getting reports that there are some difficulties in some areas. Some of the voters had arrived at the polling stations, and the polling stations themselves did not open at 7 o'clock this morning as they were expected to. Let's go to one of those areas now where there have been challenges. Let's speak to our reporter, Offense Stimo, who is at the Mandela Village in Hamanskraal. Offense, thank you very much for your time this morning. Tell us what the challenges are there, and has voting started already? If you can as well, just add to that whether the security presence has been heightened in that area, given the fact that it is one of the high-risk areas.
Thank you very much, Griselda. We're coming to you live from the Hamanskraal Community Center, where we've been here since 6 o'clock this morning, and there's been a couple of challenges in terms of preparing for the voters that have been trickling in here. People have started coming in here around 6 o'clock, as to which the time when we also arrived here. And since we've been here, it's only after 8:45 that voting started. And some of the reasons we've been given is the fact that the ballot boxes and everything are here, but the seals, which are used to sort of seal the ballot boxes, had not arrived until 8:45. And joining us here is one of the deployees who's actually checking on what is happening in the area, Minister Aaron Motsoaledi, who is going to explain to us exactly what transpired that the voting actually happened so late. Thank you very much, Minister. If you can just explain to us, what are some of the challenges being faced in this particular ward?
Yes, this particular ward, Ward 49, has got 9 stations, and unfortunately 5 of them opened late, only 4 opened on time. The voters responded, I must say. They came very early. They've been standing in the queues, and they had all the voting material except a few paraphernalia like seals and the ink, and I think that's what delayed them. The area manager, the IEC area manager, I met her because I was complaining. She claims that she was involved in a car accident, and that's the reason for the delay. But it's quite unfortunate, I must say, because some of the voters were very unhappy about that state of affairs.
Yes, the voters were very unhappy. Some of them say they've woken up at 4 o'clock this morning. And it's the 3rd accident involving an IEC official. Don't you smell a rat, Minister?
I'm not sure about that. I don't know about the other 2. But she informed us about this one, and I had no reason not to believe her. It might just be that she's hiding behind an accident, but it's quite unfortunate. As I'm saying, out of 9 stations, 4 open on time, and the other 5, I mean, this one here, Hamanskraal Community Center, opened only 30 minutes ago at 8:45, and some of the voters, we really had to plead with them not to leave, you know, because as you're saying, they've been here from as early as 6 o'clock.
Yes, we had an encounter with the elderly who were explaining that they woke up so early, they are hungry, they are tired, you know. But going forward, I mean, there were special votes that were taking place in the previous 2 days. How were they caught off guard if special votes took place already?
Yes, it's quite surprising. I also benefited from a special vote. I voted 2 days ago on Monday in Pretoria. I'm not very sure exactly, because I've asked, when I arrived here, I was told that in this zone there were 1,900 special votes, and they were all cast without any problem.
Yes. It's actually funny that the special votes were cast without a challenge, and come the main voting day.
Yes, come the main voting day, then there's a logistical challenge. But we do accept That is a very huge elections. Logistics are always a problem. Any small thing that can go wrong in logistics, it turns the tables upside down. It's quite unfortunate, but now that they've started, we are just happy that it will go smoothly.
Yes. And Minister, are the times going to be extended since they started about almost 2 hours late?
That's what we have to find out, but we know the rule says if anybody is inside the voting station area, by the time the closing time arrives, they will have to be allowed to vote. But in this case, now that in this station they started at 9:15, we are going to have to contact the IEC and ask them what do we do in that case. I'm not sure what the answer is. I'm sure the IEC will provide that answer.
Okay. Where to from here, Minister? I understand you have been...
I'm here in Hamanskraal for the whole day. I'm visiting all the voting stations. I'm checking what is going on. I'm commanding the whole area now for my party, obviously, to make sure that things go right.
As you heard, that was our Health Minister, Aaron Motsoaledi, who has been deployed to this Hamanskraal area to oversee that everything actually goes well. He's representing his ruling party, the ANC, and he says that unfortunately the voting started late, but it's better late than never. Back to you at the studio.
Well, thank you very much to our reporter there, Offenses Timo, coming to us live from Hamanskraal. We'll certainly want to hear from the provincial electoral officers whether in some of the stations where they started late, you heard there at 9:15, whether there will be an extension of some sorts. We'll certainly pose those questions to the electoral officers here in Gauteng. But just to look forward to other things as well there, some of the prominent people